The slow but steady tortoise.
Once upon a time, in a meadow kissed by sunshine, there lived a tortoise named Timo. Timo was small, with a shell that glistened like mossy green stone, and legs that carried him step by step, never fast, never hurried. While other animals ran, hopped, and played, Timo always arrived last. Some laughed, some teased, but Timo only smiled and whispered to himself, "Slow and steady, that is my way."
In that same meadow lived Rafi the rabbit, quick as a gust of wind. He loved nothing more than showing off, leaping high, running fast, darting through the grass like a flash of white lightning. One morning, with animals gathered around, Rafi shouted proudly, "No one in this meadow is faster than me. I am the champion of speed." The animals clapped, but their eyes turned to Timo, who simply chewed a blade of grass in silence. Rafi's eyes sparkled mischievously.
"Rafi!" he cried. "Why don't we race? Let everyone see how silly it is to be so slow." The crowd gasped. Surely Timo would refuse. But Timo raised his head, blinked calmly, and said, "Yes, let's race." The animals chattered excitedly, tails twitching, wings fluttering. A race between the fastest and the slowest? Impossible! Or maybe, just maybe,
At the start line, all the animals gathered. A little bluebird sang out, "Ready, set, go!" Rafi shot forward, a streak of white fur. Dust swirled in his wake. Timo placed one foot forward, then another, slow and steady. The crowd cheered wildly, though most eyes followed the rabbit vanishing into the distance.
Rafi bounded across the meadow, his ears high, his legs strong. Looking back, he laughed. The tortoise was so far away, he looked no bigger than a pebble in the grass. "Too easy," Rafi snorted. "I could take a nap and still win this race." So beneath a shady oak tree, he curled up, yawned, and closed his eyes.
Meanwhile, Timo walked on. His shell was heavy, the sun grew warm, but he never stopped. Step, step, step. Birds sang above, butterflies danced in the air, and every creature who saw him whispered, "He is so slow, but he does not stop." And quietly, steadily, Timo passed the oak tree where Rafi snored softly, lost in dreams of victory. At the finish line, animals gathered in excitement. They expected Rafi to appear at any moment, rushing in with triumphant leaps. But instead, they saw Timo, slow, steady, determined, coming closer. Their eyes widened, their voices rose. Could it be? Can the tortoise really win?
Rafi's ears twitched. He blinked awake, startled. "The race!" he gasped. He leapt up and sprinted, his legs flying, his heart pounding. But as he raced across the meadow, he saw something that made him stumble. Timo nearing the finish line. The animals cheered as Timo crossed the line. "Bravo! Hooray for the tortoise!" Rafi arrived a moment later, panting, eyes wide with disbelief. How did I lose?" he muttered. Timo only smiled, his voice calm and gentle. "Because slow and steady wins the race." From that day on, no one teased Timo again. Rafi learned humility, and though he was still fast,
He never boasted quite so loudly. The meadow grew quieter, kinder, and everyone remembered the day the slowest proved the strongest.
This story teaches us that patience and perseverance can overcome pride and carelessness.